So I'm not the typical poet as long as the starting of my career is concerned, because I come from music. I've been always interested in writing song lyrics as a kid, and I grew up in a literary family. My father was a prose writer. I would always scribble something under the the desk, and then I had a band where we were writing lyrics. And then gradually, step by step, I started taking poetry more and more seriously. First, there was a sort of healthy distance that I was trying to keep from my family heritage, from traditional literature, so to say. And then gradually, I couldn't help but arrive back to where my origins are. My early influences were contemporary Hungarian poetry, which meant postmodern poetry with a lot of word plays. Actually, this kind of resonated with the sort of lyrics that we were writing at that time. So my father's friends, poets in their 40s and 50s at that time. So it was really funny because I wasn't engaging with my own age group, because there were like great poets in my age group already, but I was engaging with older poets. Poetry still in form mostly, so a lot of rhymes, a lot of meter, a lot of sonnets, stuff like that, but not in the traditional sense, but in a postmodernish sort of playful way. So far is probably the IWP scholarship that I participated last year. It's the Iowa writing program at the University of Iowa, and it was a huge honor to be selected and to be able to take part in that. And also the Rotterdam Poetry Festival, which I was invited to a few years ago. We don't really have those kind of events in Hungary because literature is heavily funded. And also, so these were like the sort of social moments of my career, but I don't know, I really like my 3 recent books, so yeah, those could be called the highlight of my career. My style of writing has evolved a lot. It changed over time. Early on, I started taking written page poetry more and more seriously, and I began to be drawn by more and more cryptic poetry. I really like stuff that it is not so easily accessible. I really like to return to texts and spend time with them, and when they make you work on them, I think I really like those. And I really love vivid imagery. I love surrealistic imagery. Montage-like surrealistic poetry of, for example, John Ashbery is very close to my heart. I like ambivalence in poetry. I think I'm trying to keep myself away from straight up answers and messages. I think I'm a lucky person in the sense that I can write wherever. I don't necessarily need to be left alone or not bothered. If I have, 10 minutes in a day where I'm not doing anything and I have an idea, I would just sit down and type it in the computer, or have my phone and just put down some ideas in the notes. I work from fragments. I don't really sit down and write a poem straight away. It always comes from different fragments, and I work on them afterwards. So when I have more time, I sit down and I, just go through all my little notes and fragments, and then I compile. So just like, yeah. My biggest challenge is the international scene. Publishing in international magazines, having readings in foreign countries, is something that I'm really looking forward to, which is actually happening with Versopolis a lot. I've been traveling with Versopolis for the past 2, maybe 3 years, and it's been amazing, just like meeting all these poets, and I think opportunities are just opening up right now. So my books are rather conceptual. That means like each and every book deals with a different topic. Sometimes the idea of a book comes first, and then I try to find a language in which that idea can be communicated. Finding my new topic, something that is like a pressing issue, something that's very interesting. You should read a lot of contemporaries and also stuff from, I don't know, 20th century or maybe even earlier, because you may find a mode of speech, a sort of language that just inspires you. It's really hard to give advice, because poetry is such a double-edged sword. I think my advice is that you really have to believe in it. You really have to love doing it. It's like, don't do it if you want to achieve something through poetry. Do it if it's a must, if it's an urge that you can't fight off. For me, this is a great opportunity to be able to travel and to be able to read poets from different nationalities, and also a great example of how a huge publishing house like Belletrina can actually, through, if I'm correct, European Union funding, how it can actually make this huge organization work. If I'm correct, I think it's a great endeavor, and it really needs to continue.